All right, alternator swap on a 2003 Oldsmobile Silhouette Chevy Venture. Basically, it's the same exact thing. So lots of videos showing different ways of creating your hole to get your bracket and your alternator out. I got it out with the bracket on without removing this, but I did undo everything so I could manipulate this around. Watch, I'm going to put this right back in the hole how I got it out. Let me show you. I'll see if I can do this one-handed. This is how I got it out. I went reverse this exact way. Set it down here. See if I can do this one-handed. There you go. Put it down in there. Turn it. There we go. We'll move around here. See if I can set my phone up, because I'm going to need two hands to get it manipulated in place. Now, see, got it sitting right here. Now I'm going to manipulate it back into place back in there on its proper way back in there. Here, let me show you. Get this set where we can see what's going on here. Oops. Sorry about that. Set this right there. Maybe you can see what's going on, but I got to use two hands to get this lifted, or maybe one hand. See, there's the and then I just push it over here underneath it. Got to use two hands to move this back and forth right here with your left hand while you're moving this underneath. There, it's almost in place. Need both hands to lift it up into place. Oi, onto the bracket. And there we go. I got to stop and almost in place. Got to get the bolt started. There we go. All right, alternator is sitting on the bracket in place, or that third, or I would call it the third bolt, but the middle bolt that actually bolts the bracket with the alternator to the engine block. So you can see my light down here, you can see my finger. That nut right there is in the middle of two bolts that hold the alternator onto the bracket. All I did was loosen that with my 15mm wrench. That's how I figured out to get that loose. The whole thing comes loose, like I said, and comes out underneath this. If you just knock it all loose, it just comes out right underneath this if you take the battery out. See, it started and in place. Gonna slide this bracket in here. Oh, that bracket that comes in there just slides right back in there. Put the bolts in. That's gonna take me a minute to get that bolt in, threaded in, because it took me a minute to get it threaded out. That's the worst thing of this whole thing, is just creating this hole. When I have it all done, I'll show you it running. It's going to take me next couple hours to get this all back buttoned up. So I've got this back in place and locked down, covers back on. I've got those two bolts back in place holding this bracket on the front side and this bracket inside. Now, what I did here is leaving this bolt out so I can see right underneath there while I tighten up that back bracket bolt. Let's see what I'm talking about here. If the camera can see it. There. See, I can look right through that hole and watch myself tighten it up. Little by little. 1/4 turn at a time. And you just look right through it. But you have to leave this bracket off. Right here, that little bracket that bolt goes through. Leave it off so you can just peek right through there and see yourself tightening that bolt. So it's going to take me the next 15 minutes to tighten this bolt little by little, because I kind of need both hands, one to hold myself up. So we'll be back when it's done, tightened down. All right, so now you can see right back through there, that bolt is finally tight. It took me almost 10 minutes, little by little, with this wrench, flipping it over back and forth as I tightened it. But like I said, I left this bolt out right here, right there, left it all out so I can just peer right underneath and know when I'm getting close to being tight. And I finally felt it get tight, and then boom. Now I put this bolt back in, and the I don't know what you call it, but that whatever bolt that holds that into place. Both hands. I'll be back. So I moved my light and I put that bracket on with the bolt, with the nut started, and then so I could start to get this bolt in there and finish tightening it down. And there we go. I can tighten the other bolt and button everything back up, get the serpentine bolt on, get my washer box in, finish connecting up. That's the rod for the wiper arm right there, and connect everything back up, drop the battery back in. Oh yeah, and of course I can undo this finally and put my bolts back in. So I'll be right back. All right, there was the moment of truth. Started right up. There's the new alternator. Looks like I did all right putting the serpentine belt back on and buttoning everything back up. There it is, alternate replacement on a 2003 Oldsmobile Silhouette. Done a different way than everybody else. Peace.